everything brushed aside. Good news for once, I hope.
It's from Lorath.
Wonderful. Lord. Lilith. Entering hell. Soulstone. What? Is he serious?
What does it say?
He didn't tell you? No, of course not. That would require some basic degree of consideration. It's written in our code. He sent a plan. Though calling it that is generous. He wants to imprison Lilith with my soulstone. The one that held Astaroth.
Can it work?
Certainly not. The stone needs to be attuned first. And he will need an expert for that.
Lorath thinks that expert is you.
Then he is even more foolish than I thought. Go to the Horadric vault, will you? I'll dig up what he needs. You can deliver it. And maybe then he'll leave me alone.
Farewell.
Haven't even gone in yet. We have an intruder.
It's not like that. She's but a child.
You brought a child? Here?
It was she who brought me, actually.
Watch where you swing that staff. It's not a toy.
Who is he?
He once lived in this vault. The one you're trespassing in. Explain yourself.
I'm a student, conducting research on the Haraj Rim. What's left of you all, anyway?
A student, huh? You have a teacher? Don't tell me Lorath has taken another apprentice.
I don't need a teacher to study. Lilith threatens Sanctuary as we speak. I need to prepare for that. With or without help.
You? Against Lilith? Well, I came to get my things. I pray they were free from your meddling. I used to be like that girl. Had more dreams than I knew what to do with. Let me unseal this. Chakid. Chespit Hilm. The stone will need to be attuned to Lilith before Lorath marches up to her. It won't hold her well otherwise. I put together some notes on the process before I left. The old workshop. Lorath, Elias, and I would spend days on end cooped up in here. Experimenting. Debating. Nothing to hold us back but our own imaginations. And how much of each other we could tolerate. First things first, Lorath will need my notes. Soulstone magic is treacherous, even in the most skilled hands. Tread carefully. We summoned the spirit in here. Ran amok. Lorath assured me that he banished it for good, but I've always had my doubts. Damn spiders. Always find a way in. project to determine the physiology of the goatmen. In the end, it devolved into a debate about whether the creatures dream like goats or men. Hails from her father's domain. Hatred. That's the essence Lorath will need for the attunement. I kept a map. Somewhere. Here. All the places Mephisto's hatred yet lingers. There's just one last thing.
Farewell.
Your bones betray you. They shall soon serve me.
That was not bad.
Haven't even gone in yet. We have an intruder.
It's not like that. She's but a child.
You brought a child? Here?
It was she who brought me, actually.
Watch where you swing that staff. It's not a toy.
Who is he?
He once lived in this vault. The one you're trespassing in. Explain yourself.
I'm a student, conducting research on the Haradrim. What's left of you all, anyway?
A student, huh? You have a teacher? Don't tell me Lorath has taken another apprentice.
I don't need a teacher to study. Lilith threatens Sanctuary as we speak. I need to prepare for that. With or without help.
You? Against Lilith? Well, I came to get my things. I pray they were free from your meddling. I used to be like that girl. Had more dreams than I knew what to do with. Let me unseal this. Chakid. Chespit Hilm. The stone will need to be attuned to Lilith before Lord marches up to her. It won't hold her otherwise. I put together some notes on the process before I left. The old workshop. Lorath, Elias, and I would spend days on end cooped up in here. Experimenting. Debating. Nothing to hold us back but our own imaginations.
Maybe.
And how much of each other we could tolerate.
Our leader, the Archangel Tyrael, led us to this vault before setting off on a task of his own. He's entrusted me to lead in this place. The rebirth of the Haradric Order is up to the few of us who remain. The mage Donan has proved to be a wonderful addition to our order. The man has knowledge in spades. Any topic, even the most mundane, becomes profound in his care. He challenges my perspective in a way few have. We've made solid discoveries in the short time we've spent together.
First things first. Lorath will need my notes. Soulstone magic is treacherous, even in the most skilled hands. Tread carefully. We summoned the spirit in here. Ran amok. Lorath assured me that he banished it for good, but I've always had my doubts. Damn spiders. Always find a way in. Lilith hails from her father's domain. Hatred. That's the essence Lorath will need for the attunement. I kept a map. Somewhere. Here. All the places Mephisto's hatred yet lingers. There's just one last thing. Yes. I bet Lorath still wears his. The Order's mission was his lifeblood. I couldn't give up my life for it. Not like him. I wanted to be a man. I left to chase family, fellowship, glory. And for what? You saw how that ended. My son. I can't do it. It wouldn't work anyway.
Donan.
You don't understand. The stuff soul stones are made of, they're old as the eternal conflict itself. With magic so primordial, you need faith. You need spirit. I have none.
What you lack in faith, you have in allies.
Who? You?
Yes. You're the only one who can help us.
Unfortunately, you may be right. I can't make any promises. Really. But I can try. For you two, I'll try. Let's hear what the old man has to say.
The prime evils may be subdued, but they can never be ended. Even from their home in the Hells, they can still influence our world, walk it unseen. When weakened, they've been known to take the form of strange animals. A one-eyed owl, a wingless bat, or a wounded wolf.
This place is a treasure trove. Look at this masterpiece. Kalha's beyond the veil of the southern jungles.
You're familiar with Kalha's work?
She's brilliant. One of my favorites.
Mine as well.
Have you read her treatises? Never mind. You can tell me on the road.
On the road?
I'm going to help you. I know the Horadrim's ways, your magic, even that coded writing system you use. And don't tell me it's too dangerous. Lilith took my mother. I'll do whatever it takes to stop her.
That's a good speech. Might even convince the man you should be telling it to. Come on. I'm headed to him.
But you're Horadrim. Isn't this your vault?
It was once. Now, I suppose time will tell. You were right to call upon me, you know. Soulstones are no trifle.
There's the Donan I remember.
I need air.
I'm still muddy on the details of this plan.
The bones are there. Lilith aims to take Mephisto's power for herself. Before she can reach him, we use the Soulstone on her.
Preparing the stone will take time we don't have. Why don't we fight her?
Who among us? You. Her corrupted blood still runs in your veins. No. Fighting her kind is always a last resort. Even if you could defeat her, she'd eventually come back. But a smarter weapon, the stone, would be up to the challenge.
Soulstones usually fail, given enough time. It might not work.
You can make it work. There's no one I trust more to do it.
The wind is picking up. I can't see her. Thaisa!
I'll find her.
You're fumbling in the eye. Let me write to your little cow.
You! If you hurt her!
Hurt her! I elevated her! The runes inked into her skin form a waypoint. She is a beacon across realms!
Get her out of here!
It matters not. Her part is done. Your part is done too. Savor your breath while it lasts.
Hell of a storm.
What happened out there? Bloody hell. You finished the ritual from the volcano, then?
Elias. That's the man who summoned Lilith. You're saying he summoned a lesser evil too?
Keep up, girl. Is Andariel gone?
Yes.
And Elias,
He fled.
before going to the steps, Elias came to Hawazar, took something that wasn't his. It's why I'm hunting him. I have a friend in Hawazar who has mastered the art of immortality. She might know his secret. Let me take you to her.
I thought we were after Lilith, not Elias.
Finding him may lead to her.
And while we look for him, you'll have time to work on the stone. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Ah, damn it, I'll bite. On one of those rare occasions you gave me good advice. You said the answers you need are often in the place you least want to look.
It was you who said that.
Ah, you're right. Let's get the horses ready.
Listen, I didn't mention it earlier, but you did well. You stood against Andariel, a lesser evil, and lived. That's no ordinary feat. But don't let it go to your head. The arrogance and foolhardy never last long in Hawazar. I wonder what old Deckard Cain would have written in his chronicles if he had seen us. Two old friends reunited. New allies eager to learn from our vast knowledge. Bound as one against the encroaching darkness, like the Haradrim of old. They were probably lost and bitter, just like us. But Cain had a gift for seeing the good in people. One thing was certain, at least. Lilith meant to devour Mephisto and claim his power as her own. Had that been her goal all along? not sanctuary, but a bid to reign in hell. And Elias, the damned fool, was too blind to see it. Perhaps we weren't perfect, but we knew we had to make a stand. We were the world's only hope.
Don't be a stranger. Come back soon.
I can break that down.
Good business and fortune to you.
You were a student of Elias's, Thaisa?
I was hunting Elias. Pretending to study with him was useful to me. We must break his hold on immortality. He cannot continue to escape his judgment.
Yes. And without Elias, we may have more success against Lilith. Where do we start?
Seek out Timoe in the marshes. She traded with the power in the swamp and received long life. She may have the answer to killing Elias for good.
Neyrel and I will start looking for her.
What about Donan?
He has his hands full with the Soul Stone. A heavy burden to bear alone. Might be wise to offer him assistance.
An old acquaintance who has lived in this place for countless years. She taught me much about the swamp and its power, though that was a long time ago. She might try to turn you away. Do not let her. It is a town at the edge of Hawazar, forever between Sanctuary's power and the swamps. Ah, is it?
First Carlo, now Leah. There's something out there killing us and no one will do anything. There's a powerful evil out there killing folks. Surely you've seen the demons or those horrible charred remains. Oh, please, would you look for survivors near the old ruins to the northeast? We're desperate.
Don't worry, I'll look into it.
You there! The light has use for you. We marched to rescue our brothers and sisters who have fallen prey to the vile cultists lurking in the ruins to the east. Normally we wouldn't stoop to hiring mercenaries, but I've sworn to send any aid I can. What say you? Will you join in our impending victory?
Fine.
Excellent. The light will not forget you. Report to Crusader Beralt in the Eastern Fens for your orders. Huh? Triune? No. They are a group of crazed mud-dwellers who believe that worshipping serpents will somehow grant them eternal life. Have you ever heard of anything half as mad? Alas, they are as numerous and as brutal as their bloody snakes. Dislodging them has proven difficult. They're being held near the temple ruins in the Eastern Fens. The cultists vomited forth a ramshackle village on the other side of its walls. Light praise my brothers' and sisters' bravery, but our numbers are few. What matters now is rescuing them. Every single one of their lives is too valuable a weapon to lose.
You can't be serious, Tomiris. Morgan's Folly is lost, in ruins. Going back is...
This isn't like before. This isn't for the fort, for Akarat. Surely you understand that. Why indeed are the supposed mighty champions of light to chicken shit to aid me in recovering the bodies from Morgan's Folly?
Tomiris, you know it is not that simple. We all mourn the lost, but we cannot risk the safety of more people.
Why add more bodies? No. Enough of our blood was spilt.
You sit here wallowing in a puddle of ale and self-pity. Maybe you've convinced yourself of your excuses, but they sound just like cowardice. Truthfully, no. Morgan's folly is a stain on the Zakarum's history and a reminder of my own mistakes. But I must return to collect my master's armor. Without her armor, I cannot continue her name. I cannot be a crusader. Her name dies, and everything she fought for dies with it. You would risk the dangers of the swamp? For a stranger, no less. It seems the light does still shine, even in the swamps of Hawazar. Though I would not need the kindness of a stranger if the Zakarum Crusaders had any fight left in them.
Please, be cautious, Tomiris.
There is a bridge leading into the wetlands. Meet me there. I must go ready myself. I cannot thank you enough for this, stranger. Truly, thank you.
Faith is infectious. The stronger the light in you, the brighter it shines on those around you. Bring your friends into our fold. Through fellowship and unity, our faith shall endure. I think not. I have to take care of the Soul Stone. Loreth will be fine alone. Northeast of here is a Zakarum keep. We know hatred has a strong presence there. Perhaps we can use it to prepare the Soul Stone to trap Lilith. I could use your assistance, if you're able.